You've finally been able to whittle down your TCD to a size that you can accept. Now, it's still going to be a lot of money, but luckily you won't have to pay it all from your savings, and you won't have to pay it all right away either. The cost is going to be split up by semesters or quarters, which will help you get a handle on the payments. Now, there are a lot of different ways to approach paying your TCD, but I think the easiest way is to break them into different categories. And here's how it works. The top of this chart represents cash. The bottom represents credit. The first category is in the upper left, and we can call it cash from you. This category contains anything you have from savings, parent contribution, any local awards and scholarships you've won, and then any graduation gifts and gifts from other relatives. Now let's say you found a briefcase full of money. Now that would go here too. Anyway, the cash from you category is the first place you want to go when you're paying for college. Now, after you've exhausted your local scholarships and savings that you're willing to contribute, you can move on to the second category, cash for you. This category contains all the different grants and awards you might be offered. There are government grants, any school grants, academic or sports scholarships you may have gotten. Everything you can get from outside sources. For some students, the cash from categories 1 and 2 is enough to pay for their education. But if you're in the majority, that still isn't enough to get you through college. So the bottom half of the chart represents credit. This is the place to go when your scholarship for avant-garde jazz just isn't cutting it. Remember, these credit products are loans and need to be paid back. So let's start with credit for you. We call it this because the check is made out to the school for you in your name. Now, these loans include Stafford, PLUS loans, and school-certified private loans. You should start your search for college financing with government loans like Stafford because they're generally the best deal you can get. As tuition increases, more and more people are discovering that these financing options aren't enough. And that's why there's actually a fourth section on the chart. It's going to be right over here. This is the credit from you section, and it contains direct student loans. This would be a loan that is offered directly through a bank. Now, the rates aren't controlled by the governments. They're going to be a little bit higher, but they can help cover the gap. Other options include home equity or personal loans. Now, those would all go here too. So that's the basic idea behind the chart. First, you pay using your cash from savings and scholarships in the first two categories, and then you move on to the different loan options. I'll go into more detail about all of these a little bit later. Together, these choices will provide the money you need to fund your college education.